walking to Target. I'm gonna buy absolutely everything in the store because I feel like I deserve it. I'm getting a cart and I'm buying everything. It's been one of those days, so I feel like I might as well buy everything in the store because that's gonna make me feel better. I need a beauty blender because Juno ate my beauty blender again. Do I need new clothes? No, but it's a new year, so yes. Sketchbook. I'm gonna start drawing this year. Maybe I'll just get this. People already being rude at Target. I'm actually making abuelitas hot chocolate. Or the other little players. I need milk. Hot chocolate and cookies. You're wanting new towels? I have these. Oh, wait a minute. Austin's calling me. Oh my gosh. I have to get it. And this was made for me. I always wanted a thermometer. And they're on sale. Oh, I feel so much better already. I got everything. And now I feel better.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca. So I frequently get asked, Rebecca, how can you and your husband afford for you to stay at home full time? How can you do this in this economy? How are you guys living? So I am going to get into the practical things that I do in order for me and my husband and our family to maximize his salary and give you guys practical takeaways so maybe you can implement that into your life, into your family dynamic, and maybe, hopefully, get you ladies home if that is what you want to do. So before we jump into these tips, guys, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and let's jump into it. I want to give you some context so we know where we're starting from. My husband works full-time sales. He makes a pretty good salary, definitely six figures, not this high six figures, but he makes six figures. We are not in the city. We are not paying these astronomical prices in rent or a mortgage. We're not doing that. We live a very, very frugal lifestyle. I am the frugal one in the family, and that makes it much easier in order to maximize the funds that I'm given and that I'm allocated every month. So that's the first takeaway. You need to learn how to be frugal with your money, especially in this economy. This is how I practice being frugal. Firstly, I stopped shopping in person. I do all of my grocery shopping on Instacart. Why do I do this? It's not just because it's convenient. Yes, it is very convenient, especially when you have kids. Pickups are so much easier than going in store with a child. You know that you have a certain amount of time in order to get in and get out without the baby crying or the kids running around. You have to use your time wisely. I go very strategically into these apps, knowing exactly what I need, shopping my pantry, shopping my refrigerator and my freezer to know exactly what I need to purchase. I'm not doing this extra stuff. I'm not going on and saying, I think I want snacks. I think I want to see what's in the home decor section. No, I'm very, very strategic when I go onto these apps. And that has saved me thousands. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. You know, you've been there. You can easily walk into Target knowing that you needed 3 things and walk out with a $500 receipt and all of this crap that you didn't need. Buying on the apps and picking up in store, which is absolutely free, you mitigate that exposure to all the things that you don't need that is going to just clutter your house and just drain your bank account every week. Now, with that also being said, I also batch cook. Batch cooking has saved me so much time and so much money, because trust me, if you're cooking every night like I do, you get recipe fatigue. I like to bulk cook and then put these things in the freezer for freezer meals when I'm feeling that food fatigue, because I can easily get that food that I already pre-cooked and, throw it in the oven or toss it in the Instapot. I love cooking, but I don't want to spend all my time in the kitchen. So if I can bulk cook and I can also bulk clean and store my fruits and vegetables that I know that I'm going to use for things that I'm going to bake, I will throw those things in the freezer. I will make sure that I'm very systematic with the food that I buy and how I store it, because the thing that I hate the most is food waste. I literally hate throwing out food, especially in this economy, especially with all of this, food insecurity that is going on. I want to make sure that I'm maximizing my budgets and I'm maximizing the food that I can make and stretching things out. And I can also make a video of all of my staple recipes if you guys are interested in that, so you know what I'm cooking on a week-to-week basis. I don't know what tip we're on, but a huge tip that I have for you guys is learning how to budget and stay on your budget. I know that this is super difficult. I still have to work on this myself. And with that, some things that I really took out of my routine or out of my life is, every 3 days going to Dunkin' Donuts or to Starbucks, and that adds up over time. I reduced that. I drink coffee from home. I have an espresso. I invested in one of those. I make my lattes and things from home, invest in these things that you just don't have to go to the coffee shops. I also learned how to stop spending money on Amazon. Now, ladies, I know this one's really tough, but something that I learned and something that I started implementing is that I would add things to my Amazon cart just like all the time. I would be scrolling, I would be seeing something online. I'm like, I need that. So I would add it to my cart. I would leave it in my cart for a week. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't make a purchase. I wouldn't do anything. And a week later, I'd come back and say, did I really need that? No, actually, I can get rid of that. Oh, I don't need that either. Oh, I can save this for later. Then I would wait another week. And then I would find that if I had a cart of 10 items, I would maybe purchase 1 or 2 that I actually needed. And it took about a month for me to actually make that purchase or that decisions. Now, there are things that I just purchased from Amazon that I can't get away from, like diapers. I purchased diapers on Amazon and formula and things like that. But for things that, you need, right? I wait at least a month or at least a couple weeks in order to make that purchase and to make sure that I actually need that item, or I can just do without it. That was a huge thing for me. And honestly, I rarely spend money on Amazon anymore. We also reduced the amount of times we eat out in a month. So we went from eating out maybe 1 to 2 times a week on the weekends to maybe 1 to 2 times a month. And not only does that reduce the amount of money you're spending, you also cherish those times that you can eat out and have that time. Now, do we do family outings? Do we, go on walks and spend time with the family? Absolutely. But you don't need food in order to do that, right? You don't need to go to a fancy restaurant in order to have time with your family. You can go on walks, you can go on hikes, you can go to do other things around your city or around your town that doesn't involve spending money. Another thing that I started doing as well is I pack my husband lunch every day. Now, sometimes his work caters lunch and I don't send him with a lunchbox, but usually he takes his lunch every day. And like I mentioned before, I cook in bulk, not only to freeze, but for lunch the next day. So if we had a delicious meal that night, I will then prep that for lunch and put it in lunch containers for the next day so we can easily heat it up and I don't have to go to Chick-fil-A or Jersey Mike's or anything like that. I can just easily heat up my meal and my husband can easily heat up his meal and enjoy a home-cooked meal and not spend all of this money on eating out during the day. Making sure that you're prepping and that you're thinking ahead when you are buying food and also preparing food really helps with all of that. I also prep his lunch and my lunch the night before, usually when I'm putting away dinner. So it makes it super easy. I don't have to think about his lunch the day that he has to leave for work. I prep everything at night and I set it in his lunchbox and he takes it the next day. It makes my life super easy. Another way that I can stay at home is because I do YouTube. I technically work from home. Okay, so I know people are like, oh, she's not a real stay-at-home mom. She's not a real stay-at-home wife because she works from home. I work from home, but I work very part-time. You guys see me filming my videos. I edit all my videos. I do the thumbnails for my videos. I do it all, right? But I'm not spending all of this time and effort and energy into my career. I am so thankful and grateful for this platform and being able to put out this content for you guys, but I'm not going to be stressing over it. However, if you are a woman who wants to transition from working every day 8 to 5 in an office and want to transition into working from home, start looking for these work from home positions. There are amazing websites for you to look this up. I believe one of them is called the Moms Project. I will have it linked down below if it's not what I'm saying here. But I had a girlfriend who went from working full-time. She now has 2 kids and she works part-time from home and she makes a pretty good income for being part-time. So you can find these part-time gigs. You can start a YouTube channel or an Etsy shop or do whatever you want to do. I've seen a lot of moms too start Instagram and blogs and TikToks, just sharing some tips and tricks about how to be a homemaker and how to be a wife and, how to bulk cook and how to preserve and do canning and stuff like that. So the opportunities are endless working from home if that is something that you want to do. If you don't want to work from home and you just want to be a full-time stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home wife, you can do that as well. No one is stopping you. That is a conversation for you and your husband to have. But if you want to invest in hobbies or invest in doing something part-time, there are so many opportunities for you guys out there to make a little bit of side cash. It can be done. You just have to make the sacrifices and you have to make that decision for yourself and for your family, and if that is the right decision for you. So ladies, I hope this helped you. I have more and more tips. I just don't want to make this video super long, but these are the main things that I do, not only to save money, but to maximize the budget that I have, and also just living a minimal lifestyle, a lifestyle that I can maintain. It's not all of this extra stuff that we need. we are very consumer minded. So if we can reduce the amount of things that we purchase, the amount of things that we consume, it makes our lives much more simpler, and it allows us to stay at home and maximize the amount of money that you actually have. So that is my video for today, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I am eager to hear what you guys do, what you implement in your household, or what you're going to start doing based off of this video. I really appreciate you guys being here. And if you guys liked it, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.